Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Sorry about the long break. Coffee took a little longer to make. So here you are. You've made it across the plain most of the way. You're at the base of the mountains, near the hills here. When you rolled, no, let's get some perception checks.
Didn't we perceive?
No, that was for the troll.
Right.
Twang. Maybe this boat actually sticks in the seat right next to Doreen, and that distracts her.
Just like every time. It's just like, oh, come on, Droopy, and then there's actually something.
And then Droopy kind of tries to pull the boat out. Has to put her foot next to it.
And as the bolt pops out, Droopy looks up into the sky, and you notice a little bit late now, because the thing is pretty much directly overhead. There is a large blue dragon in the air above you.
Eh?
A large blue dragon in the air above you. A large blue dragon in the air above you. Yeah, that's better. A few hundred feet up.
And kind of Droopy just lying on her back just points towards the dragon.
And the cart is getting turned around.
You start steering the donkeys, and they try and turn the cart around. It's clear that the dragon has spotted you. It's looking at you as it circles around. But it decides not to chase after you at all. And instead kind of turns northward, and then this way, and then this way. And you can watch it for half an hour as you start to turn your cart around, as it goes and lands back on one of these mountaintops in the Draken Ridge. It takes a while for this whole parade of dragon flying about to actually happen. But it does eventually return to the mountains, maybe half an hour later, once you've got the cart turned around and you're making your way back to back towards Kirschwick. Once the dragon is safely tucked away in the mountains away from you, what do you guys do?
Towards the river?
Yeah, I think we're gonna take the cart more towards this direction and see if we can just head up to Bridgegate.
Okay. So
If we see the dragon come off the mountain heading towards us again, I'm just done.
So you guys turn the other way. It takes you an extra couple days out of your way to go safely to the river, and then up along the river to Bridgegate. It takes another 2 days, but you get it done, and eventually you arrive in Bridgegate. Dragon-free, but maybe a little concerned.
Yeah. So I'll start asking around about the dragon.
Right. So you guys make your way to a tavern. Yeah? Some place that you can chat with people about what's going on here. The place you come to is called the Bridgegate Golden. And it is, let me roll my d12 to determine the size of the crowd there. It is a pretty full day. It's like 80% of the population is here in the tavern.
80% of the population.
I mean, it's 80% full. You know,
Okay.
the fire marshal says like
it's
like a big.
Yeah, the whole
line in
town
front
is
of it.
really the tavern all together. Yeah.
just literally people stacked up on top of the tavern.
No, it's just a really big tavern that goes several. There are several stocks up and several down. So it's just, and you also have a big gallery, a big free space in the middle. So the upper floors are like galleries, big galleries, and the lower ones too. So it's just you can look down from top to bottom.
Right. Okay. So we're in this shopping mall.
You're in the giant shopping mall.
Okay.
And who do you ask? You know, there's a lot of people here. Old people,
Well,
young
obviously
people,
you'd
wealthy
go to the
people, poor
bartender.
people. Okay. You head up to the bartender.
Yeah.
It is an older gentleman wearing a nice suit with a little bow tie, a tall, thin red hat with a little tassel on it. Gives you a nod and says, "Hello. What can I get for you here at the Bridgegate Golden?"
Well, I'll take a beer.
Of course. He
Should
pours you guys a
Bastian
couple of
drink?
beers. Anything else I can get you? You've got that
Droopy.
look on your face like there's a question you want to ask.
Droopy
And I just know it's going to be good.
What's up with the dragon?
The Blue Dragon?
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
Well, the Blue Dragon goes by the name. I was hoping I would find it by this time. Azeron.
I should have just waved the blue dragon down and offered it the sickly donkey.
The third one.
That would have worked. Yeah, definitely. Unless it
Have
wanted
a
dessert.
sickly donkey.
That's Azeron. He's a big one. They say the dragons come in different age classes. Well, this one is supposed to be age class 12. Big, old, scary dragon, lives in the mountains. Breathes lightning.
Ugh.
Occasionally raids villages on the edge of its territory. This blue dragon has forced out the civilized creatures from the plains to the east of the mountains, and restricting life to forest on the coast. Life to the forest on the coast. There we go. You know, so there's a whole section north of the Gold Hill called the Draken Wastes.
Has it been attacking travelers on the road?
For thousands of years, hundreds of years at least.
Okay.
Yep. But normally spends more of its time northward, rarely comes this far south.
How long
Sometimes.
has it been this far south?
Has it been?
Yes, we were just on the plains a couple days ago, down south, and it flew over us.
Well, that's not a good sign, but hey, dragons do what dragons do, right? It didn't eat you, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Say, where are you heading to, travelers?
Well, thinking about heading to whatchamacallit. That free
That's my favorite
state.
place.
That free state, the Gold Hill.
Oh, Gold Hill, heading to Gold Hill.
Yeah.
Heard some odd things out of Gold Hill. They say, well, how well do you guys know the Gold Hill area?
Not very.
So there's a
I'd love to take a
road.
trip here.
There's a road that leads to Gold Hill, but it goes through this narrow, steep-walled canyon. And the terrain around it's pretty difficult to pass, you know. Difficult for large numbers of creatures to move through it. Really rocky, craggy area. Really slow moving, gotta break everything apart area. So Gold Hill is nice and easily defendable by ground from anyone that may be coming up that road, which is why it's a free state after all this time. And not to mention they've got a creek up there that they've made a large pool out of, so in case any sort of big army does come marching up that road, they can just open the dams and flood the entire canyon, destroying any army that might walk towards them. Great little place. Run entirely by dwarves.
Figures.
Yeah. But, they stopped they stopped sending gold shipments down this way. You know, the Bridgegate Gold Hill symbiotic relationship. Dwarves mine the gold from Gold Hill. We buy it and send them supplies that they don't want to make on their own. They do the same thing with Half Hill, but it's been a while since we've seen anything coming from Gold Hill.
Droopy just
ain't no one come from Gold Hill in a while.
Droopy looks at Doreen and says, "Dragon?"
Do you think it's the dragon? Has he been seen around here too recently?
Occasionally, but Gold Hill's mostly underground. You know, it's not... I wouldn't say it's dragon-proof, but it's a pretty dragon-resistant group of dwarves. I mean, if you're going to be mining from gold right out under the dragon's nose, you better have a dragon-resistant town, you know?
Right.
So here it is.
Any ideas what might be stopping the travelers?
No. Not a clue. But you should find out. Or someone could find out.
Hopefully they do. Well, we'll try to get there, see what happens.
Yeah? Alright. Well, good luck. Is there anything else you need? Find me here. My name is David. And this is my bar.
Okay.
Droopy, and for the rest of the evening, just Droopy asked Doreen to order her stiff one. A really stiff one. She needs a drink.
Okay. I'll order Droopy a very potent alcohol.
All right, Droopy, you get like 151. Are you familiar with 151? Does that translate?
It has 51%.
151 proof.
Yeah, it's 151 proof, so it's 75.
Yeah, it's 75 and a half.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever seen a little kobold get drunk off of one drink?
Well, I think we're about to. Or
What
more
does-
accurately, she might try to chug it and then just face plants.
Yeah.
Nah. She's one of those drunks that gets really... what's the word for it? Airheaded.
Oh, yeah.
And she's a hugger.
Oh my god, so it's like drunk Droopy going around hugging everybody?
Not every. Yeah, kinda. The people who do not give off a bad smell.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's like one of those friendly dogs coming up, except for
Yeah.
it's extremely drunk.
yes, very friendly dog, extremely drunk and really hungry.
There's like a dog door built into the tavern here, and Droopy tries to go in and out through the dog door, even though she's a little big for it.
And he goes up to just random tables and, gets super friendly, gives them the big eyes for food.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a lot of hugging involved. And
Give me a charisma check at like +2 for drunkenness.
Oh, God. You mean a cuteness check?
Yeah. It's gonna be her cuteness.
Because she doesn't have hotness, she has cuteness.
Right, but we're just doing a charisma, because the cuteness,
Yes.
hotness are not official scores.
She actually has quite good charisma.
Oh, yeah. Very quickly, Droopy sort of becomes a little favorite around here. Oh, look, it's a kobold. My god, what is she doing? Her eye... Guys, you gotta see how big these eyes are. I think she wants something to eat. Is she... Oh, she ate it, yeah! And very quickly, Droopy is the drunken fun toy. Give me a constitution check.
That one. Yeah, that one will probably not go that well. Drunk with 1.
Until she
yeah.
pukes all over somebody's shoes.
I mean, that was coming. Like she ate all those treats. More and more people are giving her treats to see her kind of acting drunkily. nobody reacted to like the hiccups that were the obvious sign of the vomit coming. And there's one unlucky guy that was just giving her a treat.
Yeah. So Droopy also quickly gets kicked out of the bar, literally picked up and thrown out of the bar after the puking everywhere. So.
Doreen's having a drink, and I just hear, wah. All right, so I guess I'll follow Doreen. We'll just find a tavern and get her to bed.
All right, you guys can spend the night and pass it easily. It is the time of the next morning. You're here in Bridgegate. Gold Hill is not too far away. Unfortunately, this is the old version of the map, not the new one that has mileages on it. But it's 21 miles to Gold Hill, they say. And the last leg is kind of up through some steeper areas. But on your wagon, you should be able to go 24 miles a day on a road, no problem, right? Donkey movement rates are 24, yeah?
No, they're 12.
No? Donkeys only have movement rate 12?
Yeah, that's the whole thing about horses, is they move twice as fast.
Okay.
Donkeys just pull a lot.
Well,
Well, you can still go 24 miles in a day with 12 movement rates, so that's fine.
Droopy is not feeling so well, so she is just laying on her back in the cart and has like 3 or 4 skeletal rats. You know, there's a rag of cloth. They scoot up to the barrel, dip it in water, then come back, lay it on her, basically on her face, until like 10 minutes pass and the rag has gone too warm. Rats go back to the barrel, dip it again into the water.
I think I just have 2 of my hands just like scratching Droopy on the back of the ears.
Until like after 50 minutes, he's like, throws them back because scratching sound for longer than a few minutes behind the ears gets really, really annoying after that.
Yeah. But hey.
Also, she has a headache.
Yeah, it's not going so well for Droopy. All my tracks here. So it is the next day. Droopy's not feeling well, but you're gonna head out anyway?
Yep.
All right. It's another hot day out here. Sun is burning. As you make your way across the bridge that Bridgegate is named for. It's a rather large bridge with a drawbridge in the middle and a large gate on the other sides that if you want to stop people from crossing the river, you just pull up the drawbridge or close the gate or do both. And people are left on the other side of this deep canyon river right here. It's maybe, I don't know, maybe not 80 feet, but 60 feet deep down to the water below and mostly a straight shot. So were you to fall in the canyon down the river, you would be sort of screwed. But the bridge is down and you guys cross to the other side. You guys ready?
Yep.
All right. You start making your way to bridge to Gold Hill, slowly but surely.
Keeping an eye out for the dragon. Trying to.
Can I get some perception checks?
You know what? I'm going to roll my one with disadvantage.
Just because
You
you're doing
already
so
have
poorly.
7.
What was keep lowest, right? What was the command for
KL.
Yellow 1.
KL? Yeah. No, that's not roll. That's D20 KL 1.
Yeah, 1.
2d10.
7. Yeah. Ugh, you
So-
shouldn't.
At one point, there's just a big splash, and you probably see Droopy just dunking her head into the barrel to cool off.
Okay.
It's a hot day. The sun is beating down on you. Sweat pours from, well, everywhere on Doreen and absolutely nowhere on Droopy because she doesn't sweat.
She has fur that makes it even worse.
It's terrible.
It's even that really fluffy fur. It's just...
You know, it's like what sort of fluffy fur are you talking about? Like a Great Pyrenees or
I mean, she's
Saint
like
Bernard?
husky-like.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like she's really cute, but not good with warm weather, like or hot weather, like really.
Yeah.
It's like people that try to own huskies in any sort of warm climate.
Don't own a husky, people, when you live in a very warm region. Don't.
Yeah.
Well, as you approach Gold Hill, you come into the hills surrounding it, and sure enough, just like the bartender David said, there's a path between the hills with very high walls. It's exactly the sort of defensible position you'd want to have in a city or in a town like Gold Hill. And you've got to enter this narrow canyon. It's maybe 20 feet wide. Walls that, at least right now, are about 20 feet tall, but it looks like they kind of go up and down and they're jagged, and maybe sometimes there's a low spot or a high spot. And you also see up along the sides of the canyon walls, there are large rocks that look like they have been placed there very intentionally so you could push them down onto the people below. This is like, you know, perfect ambush territory.
Droopy doesn't. She has her head in a barrel of water.
So, yeah, Dorian's just been looking at the sky anyway for the dragon,
All right.
and also
You-
now staring at rocks.
Right. You're looking at the sky, waiting for the dragon, looking around, hoping to see something. You get about halfway through this canyon, which is maybe just shy of a mile long, when there comes a voice calling in the common tongue. It is a male voice, kind of an older, husky male voice that barks out to you. Lay down your arms! Step away from the wagon!
Can
All right, I'll put my maces down and step away.
You carry multiple maces.
Yeah, I've got a silver and a normal, or morning stars.
Droopy kind of looks around, then takes the crossbow and drops it. Just drops on the floor. Goes off into a random direction.
All right. A head appears leaning out over the railing. It's where attached to the head is a body with a bright red tunic on it and a crossbow in the arms. Takes a look at the two of you and makes a motion with its free hand. When you see some ropes thrown off the side of the canyon and rappelling down the wall, look to be 4 soldiers similarly dressed in red tunics. They
Are they
rappel.
dwarves?
Nope, they're humans. They rappel the walls and scurry over to your wagon, picking up the weapons that you toss down and like moving them to the side away out of your reach. One of each of them comes over to pat both of you down. So what do they feel
Well,
when they go to pat you down, Doreen?
I think they just. Well, do they pat my back down?
Yeah, they're, you know, searching you
Okay,
for
then
weapons.
they'll-
They'll feel... What do they feel?
Yeah, then they'll just feel very weird, lumpy, and get
Yes.
increasingly terrified.
Okay.
As they're like doing this whole thing, I probably would have been going, "Who are you?"
Right, of course. We will answer that question, but there's no other weapons on your character that are hidden?
No, I would have put down the bone saw.
Okay. Same thing with you, Droopy. Any hidden weapons that they might find on you?
Droopy has a shovel and a light crossbow. The light crossbow on the ground has already gone off. The shovel is probably in the cart. If they pat her down, they probably discover this kobold is only wearing brigandine armor with some cloth in between the armor and the fur.
All right. So the one patting Droopy down is done first because Droopy's so much smaller and just goes, she's fine. It's fine. The other one starts patting down Doreen and then like backs away in horror and calls up, boss, you should take a look at this. There's some grumbling from high up top, and you've called out, who are you? And it was like sort of waved off, and a reply started to happen when the boss, you should take a look at this, happened, came through, and the boss goes over to one of the ropes and rappels down. They go to the leader, the one who initially asks you to lift up your outer robe.
Oh yeah, I'll pull the entire robe off, the white robe.
Yeah, they'd all take a few steps back in horror as you're covered in hands. The leader going, my God, what is that? Who are you?
I'm a cleric of fear, and I am very terrified of hands.
But you're covered in them.
Yes.
Oh my God. And I thought we were the bad guys. Oh.
Maybe they also notice like this kobold has a symbol of Rossi around her neck. And that shovel definitely has blood on it.
Yeah, she takes off the robe. Doreen is just in black full plate with the giant red insignia like crescent moon of Terasa on her chest.
This is the moment where the bandits have to decide if they make a big mistake or just let it be a day.
Who do you work for?
Wait, what country is it?
Drekis.
Drekis. We're delivering a message for Drekis. Were you the ones that killed the other messengers?
Leader regains his composure and goes, Gold Hill is now under Mistrayan rule. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to hand over that letter and anything else you might have. And he raises
So
the
it's
crossbow
under
slowly at you.
Mistrayan rules.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you can see through the helmet, but her smile that's always plastered on her face just gets larger. Just let the messages through. And we can resolve this diplomatically.
The crossbow still pointed at you. And if you look around, you'll notice there are other people on the canyon walls as well, in addition to the 5 down here. The leader goes, I can't let you through. Hand over your correspondence. Or we'll pepper you full of arrows and leave you for dead. We'll feed you to the griffins.
And once I hand the letter, what will you do? None of the other messengers ever returned.
That's none of. We'll let you go. You just give us the letter, and you can walk away.
Droopy looks around. How many are there in total?
So there's the 4 people that first descended, plus the captain who's come down here, and then up on the cliff sides, there's got to be at least 15 up there as well.
He said Mistrayan, right? All right. I suppose I can't really hand over. Can I even turn the wagon around in this canyon?
You would have to disconnect the donkeys. It would be like an hour project to turn the wagon around. Maybe not an hour, like a half hour. It would be a huge pain in the ass to like lift the wagon and slowly turn it and get the donkeys turned and then re-hitch them. And, you know, these things are cumbersome.
I just look at Droopy, look back at the captain, say, the night falls, and the hand releases the continual darkness.
All right, you guys are plunged into darkness. Everyone roll initiative.
As I release the hands that do not need light to see.
And the rats, who do not need light to see. Well, the rats take a while.
All right, I'm just going to break the enemy into subgroups to make it easier.
It's fine. Looks like I'm losing some donkeys.
All right, is that 7 and 12 for your initiatives?
Yep.
Yep.
7 goes first. Doreen.
The hands are released. So,
50 hands and 5 people down here.
what kind of armor were they wearing? Was the captain?
The captain is in like half plate, like a plate mail breast, and then chain limbs. The other 5 that came down are all in chain. The people up top look like they're only in leather, or maybe not even that. You know, they've got like a tabard hanging over other things, but you can't see the armor type underneath. But maybe it's leather, maybe it's they're just unarmored.
I'll do. I'll do 5 hands per non-captain down here.
Mm-hmm. I'm at 30 for the captain.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's his AC now that he can't see with like -4?
Let's see. Chest plate adds 5 plus chain limbs adds 2. So that would be 17 -4 for vision would be 12.
No.
13. I can math.
Okay. All right, 11 successes, a 19, an 18, a 19, and 19.
Wow.
1, 2, 3,
I just count
4,
4?
5 crits.
5 crits, yep. And how much do with against armor targets? Is it D4 still?
Yep.
Okay.
If anyone was
the-
unarmored, it would be D6. So that's 15 D4.
Jeez, those archers at the top just hear screams go off. It's like. Oh
What am I
god.
doing? Hold on, I need one more D4. Hold on. I need to roll these guys' stats real quick. Oh god. Oh, that's a terrible. Oh, this is not going to look good for this captain. Ooh, maybe. Ooh. Ooh. I take it back. This guy might not be so dead after all. One more stat. Damn. 2 16s, a 17, and an 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez, Neal.
Okay. And then that's going to translate to. I've already rolled his HP.
Question: does infravision not work in darkness?
No.
Because the
No
spells.
type of
Alright.
vision. No type of vision other than just blind sense.
Ah.
Ooh, wait a minute. That needs another. Okay, whoops.
So now the other hands.
AC, HP, attack is gonna be 5, 7, 1d8 plus 3. Perfect. Okay, so you did 37 damage to him. Holy crap! All right, he's still alive. You don't know, but he's still alive. Right.
What's the AC of the other guys?
15. Minus 4 is 11.
Okay, so one hit.
Ooh, a hit and a crit. And 2 hits, and 2 hits and a crit.
Alright. Do 4. For that first one, only takes 1 damage.
Okay.
Fist tickled some. A crawling hand.
10 damage to the second guy.
Dead.
The other one is 2 hits. 4 damage. And the last guy got crit and 2 hits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on.
4 damage kills one as well. 8 kills one as well. All right. So that's 1 guy down below plus the captain, although you have no idea. Unknown people up top. The up top people release their volleys.
Yeah, I think Doreen will just move somewhere in the sphere.
Yeah. They're going to release their volleys when...
Probably going to a weapon.
When it gets dark, but they can't see you now, so they all have penalties to hit. I'm going to roll it here.
Also, wouldn't shooting at someone from above also carry the same penalties of, like, trying to shoot someone who's prone?
Also, they're
going to need a 20 to hit you no matter what.
Right.
They probably would have all aimed where Doreen was because you would never attack a kobold first.
Yep. But so I should have said that their ready actions all go off as soon as the darkness falls. I forgot to say, because they're ready to do something if it goes crazy.
But they still can't see anything.
Right. So they need natural 20s to hit you. So here's 15 d20. 1 hit on Doreen for 1 point of damage. An arrow grazes your cheek, Doreen, as the area all around you gets peppered. I'm going to say at least 2 or 3 of those I'm going to retarget at your donkeys. No! Because it's just kind of like a scattering of arrows. Yeah. So 1 hit on donkey 1 for 5 damage. The donkey gets hit in the rump.
Oh, not again!
Yep. Droopy, what was your initiative?
12.
Okay, I've already forgotten the other guys' initiative. I'll just reroll.
By the way, who was the guy next to me? Is he dead? Because I was in the cart and one guy patted me down.
Right, you guys had to like get out of the cart and so there's a person next to you who you heard screaming as like hands were crawling up him and flying at him and just they're like, oh my god, not like this!
He doesn't even know what attacks him.
I mean, he saw hands and then it got dark, and now there's just things crawling all over him. You know, it's
spiders.
Yeah, really, really big, fleshy spiders with nails. It's your turn, Droops.
All right, Droopy. Well, she scurries onto the cart and behind the water barrel, and then turrets. Come, my minions, rise for your master. Let your evil shine. And 19 rats come out.
Oh my god.
And let's see what they are. 1 is skeleton, 2 is zombie. Nope, I forgot the. Nope. Zombie rats, they all go lost. And they probably target, 9 to one guy, 10 to the other guy.
All right. So. The 2 surviving people down here are in 100% retreat mode, fleeing for their life. So they run back to the ropes on the walls, trying to find them, running probably into the canyon walls, bumping around. You can hear their armor clanging and scraping against things as they find the ropes and desperately try and start ascending the cliffs. However, I feel like both of them are covered in claws still. You know?
I think, yeah.
Maybe not all the claws are on them, but I think they still probably have claws attached to them as they try and scale and get out of here.
Yeah.
I don't know a good way of determining how many claws are still on them.
The number of hits.
Oh, that's a good way of doing it. Yeah, I like that.
So the captain has like 11 on him. The other guy has 1.
None of the hits on the captains were crits, right? Oh, there were 5 hits on the captain. 5
There were
crits.
5 crits.
So there should be 6.
No.
Oh, I see.
Just
Yeah.
11 are on, just some did double.
Got it. So there's 11 on the captain. The one other person had 1. 1 crawling claw on him. Okay. So they're scaling up and shouting, "Fire! Fire! Burn it with fire! Oh my god!" As the archers will make their second shots, but
Did they
Doreen
get a
has
second
moved.
shot with
Or their first
crossbows?
shot. Oh, that's right. They have crossbows. They probably should. That's fine. No, they will be reloading this round. However, I guess I need you guys to make me saving throws versus spell. As burn it with fire has a very different mean. Oh,
Oh, you're just doing that.
Yeah.
oh my god, you guys both did so well. Okay. You can't see it because, well, maybe. I think for the briefest of moments, the magical darkness disappears as a blinding flash of light and fire overwhelms the area around you. You both pass your saves, so you take half damage from the fireball that erupts in the canyon.
Question. Would Droopy also have some kind of more cover against it because I'm behind the water barrel that is probably at the, in the corner of the cart?
I think that's why you pass your saving throw, is because you're by the cart and the fireball hits the other side of the cart and it gives you some protection against it.
Oh shit, should we roll for our donkey said it's probably dead even worse.
Damage is low. It's so low. 6, 12, 13, 14 damage on 5d6. So everything takes 14 damage. Except for the 2 of you who take half damage.
Well,
Hold on. I'm making donkey saves, Neal.
Do it.
17 is still...
There's 3 donkeys.
7 is still...
Don't forget the donkey in the cart being pulled by the donkeys.
Oh, wait, that was 3d30. Not quite. Ooh, number 2, pass!
Nice.
And number 2 is the one with...
alive!
Number 2 is the one with 11 HP?
Yeah.
All right, so I think that means...
Also, all the reds are dead. All the reds are dead.
except for the ones in the bag, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Do you have any other hands on you, Doreen?
Yeah.
Okay, so the hands that are on you have saved and don't take damage. The hands that were not on the people climbing are gone. The rats that were out of the bag are gone, but the rats in the bag are fine. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. They're dead. They're destroyed.
All right, then.
2 donkeys are dead, and the wagon needs to make a saving throw versus fire, versus magical fire. We're going to call it thin wood. Yeah, so give me a saving throw. 11 or higher is a success for the wagon.
Oh, dear.
Nope. We said 14 damage.
Yeah.
Why don't you roll me the HP of your wagon?
It's on fire. It's just gonna burn.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 5d8 or something. That sounds like good wagon HP.
It's on fire. It's just gonna burn.
It'll burn, yeah. But it could possibly live. We'll give it like 2 damage per round, or maybe d6 damage per round. Right
Don't
now
worry,
it's
I
at
got it.
14 out of 22, so it's got 8 HP left.
If you can get us out of here, I can save the cart.
All right.
I mean, we're just gonna kill everyone.
Next round initiative.
So,
Let's see. This is archers. This is climbers. This is spellcaster. Okay.
So, Droopy is casting the whole round. Create water.
Okay.
Because he
Droopy's
probably
casting.
hears the crackling of the fire on the cart, and she's just going to create
And,
the
and the
water.
fire hit you, and for a brief moment you did see the burning explosion. Yeah, you definitely know the cart's on fire.
yeah.
Droopy's casting all round. Ooh, wow. Doreen goes at 4. You're very first.
Yeah, I'm going over, getting a morning star, one of the 2, and then climbing the wall.
All right, so you're searching around in the darkness for the morning star, yeah?
And also,
Where is it? Okay. Give me a perception check to find your morning star. You can't find it. It's
All right, then the hands are still going because I haven't given them another order.
correct. So that's 11 attacks against the climbing captain and 1 attack against the...
Yeah. Oh, the 1 attack against the 1 guy.
Will that hit him? Yes.
I mean, it's a 60-foot globe. Radius globe.
Is it 60-foot radius?
Yeah, that's what light is.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Everyone
definitely
is in
not
darkness.
outside of that radius yet. He
I mean,
hasn't
even
climbed
the
60
archers
feet.
are probably inside the darkness, right? Like
Um,
60-foot radius?
I mean, if the
Yeah,
cliffs
you
are about
said
60
the cliff
feet
was
tall.
no. You
Yeah.
said the cliff was like
Oh.
20 or fluctuating.
Right. We're at the but we're at the midpoint by now, so it's probably. I mean, look, they can't see into you. It's all darkness down there. They may or may not be. I'll give them a chance. I don't know, because it fluctuates. But we're in the middle of the canyon, so it's probably
you-
near its highest point.
Yeah.
Sure. So he does take 4 damage. I will mark his HP. He's not doing too terribly well.
Now, I mean, imagine the hands on the captain just snap his neck.
He's still
climb out
alive. He's holding on.
All right, 1,
he's
2, 3, 4, and then
That wasn't on the captain. That was on the
No.
other guy. I'm so
that
sorry.
was just on the random spear.
Yeah.
Oh, the random
now on the
spearman's at
captain-
1. Oh god.
I just imagine the hands on the captain just climb up to his head and just.
Yeah,
Snap his
that's like
neck.
what? That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with 2 crits. So
He's got
D-
14 AC, so 1 crit, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it should be 74. Oh, he's not going to survive this.
20
No. You
Neck
hear
snap.
a body falling, and
He's like-
more likely landing on the ground below. Oh dear God. So the
with
next,
like a full minute search, I can't find my Morningstar. Like I knew where they placed them.
yeah, but it's really hard to find things in the dark. I've spent like 5 minutes trying to search a 3x5 section of desk for my glasses in the dark and still can't find them. It's embarrassing.
Because you had them on you.
No, not because I had them on me. But yeah, I mean, you saw where they tossed them, but in the confusion and the fireball, it probably got knocked around, and it's dark, and you're running into stuff. It can be hard to find things in the dark. We're vision-based creatures, unfortunately.
I do have blind fighting.
That's good. It doesn't give you vision in the dark,
Right.
but yeah. All right, so the climbers are done. The first guy gets to the top at 1 HP, and he's gonna make a strength check against the claw to pull it off him. What's the
I
claw's
think the
strength?
I'm pretty sure the claws have zombie strength. They're just like supernaturally strong.
Okay.
Like how they attack is they can leap 15 feet to punch something.
Dear God. All right, so he rolls
like
a
face huggers.
26 on his strength check, 15 plus 11. And crawling claws.
He wins.
Oh yeah, he's gonna win no matter what. Okay. Woo! So he rips the last claw off of him and just like tosses it into the canyon. It'll die from the falling damage for sure.
No, roll the 2d6.
He's like 60 feet up.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. But even if it was
Cast it back into the abyss.
yeah, even if it was just 20 feet, it'd still be 7, which should kill
Yeah.
a crawling claw. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the climbers. They're done. The 5th level wizard has already used up his 3rd level spell slot.
And he can't see anything, so.
Can't see anything. And no real new sounds have been made from down there.
Just a crack and a impact on the ground from one
Yeah.
side.
So yeah, everyone's turn is done. Droopy, your turn. Oh, you finished casting.
There's a big splash of water. I mean, how many gallons is it? A lot.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
don't.
well,
Accidentally closed the tab.
Is
Create
the card
water.
out?
It'll put the cart
Great.
out, definitely.
Okay.
But roll a d6 for how much more damage the cart takes.
Yeah, up
is
to
that-
27 cubic feet. So
Oh, that's a lot. Nice. The cart has taken 15 out of 22 damage. And it's dark down here in the canyon.
Yeah, 4 gallons for every level, so I can 20 gallons of water just onto the cart.
Right. It gets
So,
quiet. It gets.
Can I find my mace?
You can keep making me perception checks every round
Okay.
until you find it.
Well, actually,
What the heck?
1d10 plus 3, so I go at 7.
Droopy will. Well, is it next round? Or
Yeah. Well, I think the thing is the people up top have stopped firing and shooting, and they're just kind of waiting and seeing. So you can just kind of act out of combat.
Droopy kind of goes under the cart and kind of commands more rats to appear.
They appear.
And it's 12. Let's see, maybe skeleton rats who are faster?
Nope.
Nope, zombies.
Only
Nothing
zombies.
but zombie rats.
But rats can climb.
But it's
Yeah,
it's quiet down here. There's no sounds coming from the soldiers up above. It's just the wind blowing through and little bits of dirt and rock falling from the cliff sides down into your small
But-
canyon. And the sound of
That-
water
did that guy
dripping from
make
the
it up?
wagon. One guy made it
The
up and
captain?
out. No, he's dead.
The captain.
No.
No.
he's-
But was he up top when he died?
He was partway up when he died, and he fell and hit the ground down below. So he
Okay,
fell into the
then-
canyon.
All right, let me see if I can find the stupid thing.
Droopy will command her zombie rats to climb up a rope on
Oh my god.
her left side and attack any humans basically attack humans up top.
So you whisper to your rats to climb the ropes and attack the people up top.
Yes.
Okay. You can sort of hear the muffled voices up there as people are discussing what the hell just happened. And I think that's when zombie rats start climbing the 4 ropes that were tossed down into the canyon. How many zombie rats? 12?
12. So I sent 12 up one side. Oh, so
I mean, all the archers were up on. Everyone was on
alright.
one side of the canyon.
all right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, really? That's
Yeah.
great. All right, Neal. Next round, I'm just going to command the remaining 11 claws to attack up top.
Just rats and hands coming up this. Oh yeah, and the darkness goes up to them, basically to their feet. So they come up on their feet.
Would the hand survive the fall with the captain?
Depends how.
I don't know, would they?
Depends.
Yeah, I don't know. Give me a D60 to see how high up he was when he died.
Also depends on where the hands are. If they're like on his back, he falls onto them. But then if
Yeah.
they're like on his chest or something,
I mean, they did all
They're still
attack him
gonna
from the
hit.
front.
So I mean, if they're on his chest, they're still gonna fall 43 feet onto solid metal. You know, like
But
he's wearing plate mail. You know.
yeah,
on
but
his
they are not
chest.
falling. They are attached to him. So
They're still falling. They still fall
they're
at
falling.
8.9 meters per second squared or whatever it is, right? What is the rate of gravity?
I mean, they are lighter than a human.
9.8 meters per second.
They are lighter than a
Yeah,
human.
that doesn't
so-
matter if they're
Still.
attached.
Yeah, they fall
Yeah.
and I think they're all crushed. Oh, thank God.
I'm going to have a lot of reanimating to do, Neal.
Enough hands lying around here.
Let me give the guys up top perception checks. Yeah, somebody notices the rats appearing on the ropes. And you hear the shouts of, "Oh my God, what are those?"
And the rats. I mean, what is there? They have a D20 flat, so they probably come up and attack the nearest person.
Yep.
So
So give. Holy shit! How many?
so
One,
assume
2, 3.
they deal 1 damage.
They do. Okay, well, 11's gonna. A 10 is gonna hit. They're unarmored up here,
All
except
right.
for that one guy. But we'll just ignore
So
him.
one guy. Oh wait, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 crits. So That's 8 damage.
A
Then
double crit. There's a
9.
double crit there.
Oh,
10 is a
yeah,
double crit, yeah.
So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 11,
Only 3 don't hit.
13, 14 damage. To one guy as the rats just
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage to one person. They're all swarming one person at a time.
I assume, yeah, the rats are they act more like a swarm, not individual.
Okay. 14 damage will kill the first person that they come off to,
The
and
rats
then the 14 remaining soldiers up there are gonna fire 14 d20 at this person covered in rats. What is their AC?
Actually, their AC is.
This is not a good roll.
13.
13. That looks like 3 hits to me.
And you have to roll damage because they have 4 hit points. So.
Okay, so what is crossbow damage?
And if that guy was not dead, each bite has a 5% chance of giving him a serious disease.
So the first shot is a 12 because it's a crit.
Dead.
The second shot is a 9 because it's a crit.
Dead.
The last one is just a regular d6 plus 1.
Dead.
4. Okay, so they kill 3 out of how many rats? 12?
What was it? Yeah, 12. So 9 rats are. Yeah, no. They kill the 3 rats, and all the heads of the remaining zombie rats like turn towards them.
And I guess it would be next round initiative, but they're all going to go first because the zombie rats go last.
Yeah.
So the wizard will come over and burning hands the rats for 1d3 plus 2 times 5.
Is there a save on burning hands? Yeah, right, for half
Yeah,
damage.
save for
Doesn't
half,
matter.
but a 6
Doesn't
will.
matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
So the
because-
wizard incinerates the body and the rats on it.
And
leaving me
Droopy will. I mean, I don't know how many times let's say 3 times per combat, and I can not do it while any rats are still alive. So.
Don't you have a count of how many rats you have, or is it just a big bag of rats?
He just
It
has
wasn't
a sack
big
of
sack
rats.
full of rats.
Big sack of rats. Is there no limit to the number of rats you can control?
No,
No.
it's a rat king. That is why we like the D20 of rats
Yeah.
up here.
Perfect. Okay.
Let's say this is my last one for this combat. I don't want to
Sure.
just-
Right.
I think the wizard.
Endless rat bodies.
Sure, you can start to do that. You can summon more rats, but the people up top are getting rid of the ropes, so they're pulling the ropes up to prevent more rats.
I think the rats can just climb though.
Yes, rats
Can they climb a sheer cliff? They can
I mean,
climb
I
think it's
soft
sheer.
things.
They probably. I mean, it's probably not just a smooth cliff, right?
It's definitely not smooth cliff. It's broken, rocky
I've
cliff.
seen rats climb. They can climb. I mean,
Yeah,
rats
let me just do a quick search to see how well rats can climb. That's a
can climb.
rock climbing bear. I want a rat.
Hey, I
Rats.
found my morning star.
A rat
They can-
climbing a wall. Here we go.
There's one like climbing a smooth metal pipe. So
Yeah.
it's not fast, but
Ooh, hold on. Hold on.
oh, that's so cute. Oh, go little buddy, climb that pipe.
Jesus. Rats are really nimble. Okay, yeah, they can definitely climb these cliffs.
You cannot escape the tide.
You really can't.
The vermin tide.
How many first level
So-
spell slots does a fifth level wizard have?
Depends on his intelligence.
Oh,
No,
no, it
doesn't.
doesn't. That's only clerics that get
Oh, yeah, that's only
spells
clerics,
per
right.
Liz.
3, 4.
3 or 4? I don't remember. It should be 4 plus 1 specialty. Okay, so he probably has a second burning hands on him.
All right. So
Maybe, but I don't know if he's going to be able to
have
hit
my
all the
morning
rats.
star, right?
First of all, he cannot hit. He doesn't know the rats are coming because the darkness
Of course
goes.
not. Right.
They will get to one person again.
Yeah, so the rats will show up on the edge of the darkness. I think they are all sort of like retreating and pulling up the ropes and whispering to themselves, "What the fuck is this? I didn't sign up for this shit."
And there's one person pulling up the ropes. It's Dave. And
Oh, Dave. Proper Dave, you're gonna die as how many zombie rats call? 12?
12.
Give me 12
10
rolls
AC?
to hit. 10
10
AC.
AC?
What are you saying, Nick, while he rolls this?
9
Nine.
damage.
9, yeah, Dave just crumbles.
I just assume he's like, "Ah!"
All right, so
And the rats.
I found my morning star, Neal. Now I'm going up that freaking cliff.
How are you gonna climb the cliff?
I'm going to climb. I assume it's not just like a wall of sheer stone.
No, it's not like a flat, smooth, but it's a rock. It's
Right.
okay. So you're just gonna try and climb the craggly cliff in pure darkness.
Actually, yeah, I mean, I can like feel around in the darkness is
sure.
moving up the cliff.
Okay. All right, so the wizard will burning hand the rats, and they're probably all gonna die. Let me just D3
unless-
plus 2 times 5, 12 more damage. Yeah, they'll
There's
die.
no point if it's base 10.
Oh, right, they have max 4 HP.
Yeah.
So the wizard lets out another burning hands, roasting another one of his former allies who's covered in rats. The people up top make their decisions. Let me decide their
How horrifying
decisions.
is this? This is at this point less just warfare, it's psychological warfare.
This is
Yeah,
terrifying.
Neal, no, you don't get it. The sphere is climbing.
Yeah, I think I get it. There's these undead rats and these hands that are crawling up and attacking people, and then all of a sudden the darkness starts to levitate. And give me the player's handbook has climbing rules for non-thieves. Actually, let's just use the thieves climbing rules with. It's gonna be. We're gonna get you to make a climbing check here, Doreen, to see if you can scale this in the darkness. You're pretty strong, aren't you? You've got like
18 strength, 15 dex.
Yeah, that's really
Actually,
strong.
how tall is the cliff? Is it 60 feet?
Yeah, it's about 60 feet.
Okay. Well, I just want to say, if I can, I might just get a head start by leaping like 8 feet into the air and grabbing onto the cliff.
Aren't you only like 4 feet tall?
Yeah, still like 5 feet tall, basically.
All right. What is your strength or what is your dexterity score?
15.
Holy crap. Okay. So I need you to roll me. Your base climb is 11. So roll me a D10, a D20 plus 11. Is there anything else? Are there any other modifiers, actually? This is natural rock. It's not rough or smooth, so no penalties there. No penalties, no bonuses down the... You're not encumbered, are you? No.
Nope.
Okay, that should be a good enough roll. Yeah, so you start climbing, and very quickly some of the rock pulls away and breaks under you, and another section you get up a little bit, and you just can't find the right crack in the darkness. But you can get a few feet off the ground, but you're having trouble scaling this cliff here. We're gonna go to a break as the horrors of the two of you, the cleric of terror and the cleric of death, drive back this defensive force. And when we come back, I don't even know what's going to happen, but we'll see you on the other side of our break. Bye-bye.